And now, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for the last in the quarterfinals of the Ricer Quest Knockout Tournament, with your winner going on to face Kieran Harris in the second semi-final. 3 two-minute rounds of boxing in the Queensbury Boxing League. Introducing first, we have the blue corner, 5 feet 8 inches tall. His Queensbury record stands at a single defeat, representing Boxing Evolution Gym from Maidenhead, presenting Flavell. And across the ring in the red corner, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, his Queensbury record stands at 2-1, representing Golden Gloves Boxing Gym from Ramsgate, Kent, presenting the number 3 seed, Aaron Lowery. When the action begins, your referee in charge is Mr. Wayne Alexander.
All right, guys, I want a good clean contest. Follow my chances at all times and protect yourselves at all times. And last but not least, when I say break, you stop punching and step back. Let's go.
Right, here we go then for the fourth and final quarter-final of the Ricer Quest Middleweight Tournament. And we have the number 3 seed, Aaron Lowery, in the red corner in action against Matt Flavell, a southpaw from Maidenhead in Berkshire. And, well, I'll tell you what, they have the unenviable task of facing Kieran Harris in the semi-final. Now, what do you reckon, Spencer?
Well, that's a tall order to fancy Kieran Harris. From what I've just seen, Harris really was on fire. But you know what, Steve? Anything can happen in this contest. We've talked about it so much before, in these tournaments, sorry. We've talked about it so much before, and let's see how this one goes.
Yes, he got his timing wrong there, Aaron Lowery.
Yeah, he certainly did, didn't he?
Former British light middleweight champion. He made one defence of that and lost it to Gareth Gardner.
Good shot! Good right hand through the middle there from Lowery.
I shouldn't think too much will bother Matt Flavell. He's also an MMA fighter. And they're pretty tough, aren't they?
Yeah, well, you can see that by the way that he fights here. His style is very rough and rugged, just searching forward. Good right hand there from Lowery, though. Lowery landing a good shot, but you're right. Flavell will be very durable.
But this is ultimately a boxing match. It's not about how tough you are. You know, it's how often you can hit your opponent without getting hit back.
Yeah. But you know what? These styles really going at these two, really going at it here. And that's going to take a lot out of them, Steve.
Yes, there's potentially another 2 fights to come for the winner. It's, of course, bedtime for the loser.
Yeah, nice little uppercut on the inside from Flavell. This is where he's comfortable. This is where he likes to be.
Well, Lowery needs to get off the ropes and just try and use the centre of the ring to good effect here. Or at least skirt the ring.
Yeah, just needs to hold his ground, Lowery. That's what he needs to do. He doesn't need to push forward. He needs to let Matt Flavell come onto him and come onto the shots. He's smothering his own work by falling in with those shots, but Lowery doing enough on my scorecard to take that first round. Landed a couple of nice right hands, and Flavell was trying to push forward, trying to rough it up, trying to mess it up, but for me, Lowery doing enough. Let's take a look at some of the action in that first round. There we see the work of Lowery. That's when he was made to miss and looked quite ponderous. Then he started finding his range, getting through with a couple of good shots on the inside, but Flavell trying to make it difficult. Really rough, tough fight though, this one, Steve. Going to take a lot of energy out of both guys.
Yes, I think you've got a point there, but they will be, of course, spurred on by the fact that there's something big at the end of this. And here we go, round 2. Wayne Alexander, our referee. So Matt Flavell in the black and white shorts, just an inch or so shorter. In action here, of course, against Aaron Lowery. And a nice left hook there from Flavell.
Yep, just trying to slow it down a little bit for Flavell. Switching there as well.
But he took a lovely uppercut on the inside from Lowery.
Turned him well there, Lowery. Got out the corner well. Just needs to hold his ground a little bit more, Lowery. Smothering a little bit of his work. But this is good work from him, though.
And don't forget, of course, his next bout will be against Kieran Harris. How could you see that going if it happens?
Well, you know what? It's all about styles, and I think that you can't really tell until that opening bell, but that's a nice triple right hand from Lowery there. And Lowery now quite comfortable to be staying on the inside, isn't he? He seems to be enjoying himself in there.
Yes, he doesn't look the weak of the two either.
Right hand again from Lowery. Lowery just outworking Flavell now.
Yes, there's no doubt about it that Aaron Lowery is really going to town here. He's working well on the inside, well on the outside.
Yep, getting through with a cleaner work, isn't he? Good left up from Flavell, just as I said that. But the better work from me coming from Lowery. Is a bit of a scrappy affair.
I would describe this as hard fought. And another round in the bag there, I think, for Aaron Lowery. In a hard fought second round. It may have been a bit scrappy, but it still was hard fought.
Yep, I think that's a fair comment, Steve. Hard fought is a fair comment. Let's have a look at the action in that second round. There's them uppercuts you was talking about, Steve. Working well on the inside, working short, keeping the punches nice and short. And Flavell was just covering up a lot of the time, spending too much time on the ropes and allowing Lowery to outwork him.
And we see once again Lowery going to work there from landed a punch at long range and came inside and didn't stop throwing. They weren't massive shots, but certainly scoring punches. Here we go then for the third and final round. Who will face Kieran Harris? Will it be Aaron Lowery or Matt Flavell?
Well, for me, Lowery stealing these rounds. It's been, as you said, Steve, a tough, and rightly said, a tough fought contest. It's been very physical, both guys. The styles have not really gelled. Both guys know there's a lot on the line, and they're both smothering each other's work a little bit. But for me, Lowery doing enough to steal the first two rounds, and again, some good work from Lowery.
Yes, and Flavell landed a couple of decent left hooks at the start of this round, but he's been overtaken once again, I think, by Lowery. Well, final warning there for Flavell from Wayne Alexander. Not quite sure for what.
The work on the inside again, he's very good with that little short right uppercut, Lowery, working that well. Doubling it up on the jab as well, coming through some good hooks. Good spell of the contest, this for Lowery.
Not doing bad, is he, for a 35-year-old? In fact, they're both 35.
Yeah, just Flavell trying to give it his all in this last round, trying to push forward, but I think he's been outworked here, Flavell. And Lowery turning his man again. Well, both giving it everything, haven't they, here?
It's an awful lot of energy being expended by both of them. I'm just wondering who's the more effective. I think Lowery.
Yep, I'm with you. I think Lowery's doing the better work of the two.
Oh, has he hurt him there?
Yeah, he's got him there.
I'm not quite sure what that was about.
No, I think he was hurt there, if I'm honest. He seemed hurt. And that bell couldn't have come soon enough for Flavell there. Good finish for Lowery and enough for me to steal the round. And I think, Steve, on my scorecard anyway, Lowery's won everything there. some of the action in that last round. Flavell trying to push forward, trying to make it contest a bit, but then look at Lowery, the way he turns things around, throws those short upcuts on the inside, good head movement, span his opponent, and then worked the combinations. And for me, Steve, that was the better work in each of the rounds, and that's what won him what was a tough fought contest. I think the better work was coming from Lowery. The more effective work was coming from Lowery. And there we see that right hand, and Flavell was hurt there. Referee Wayne Alexander didn't notice it, and he allowed the fight to continue. He should have given a count there, I think, with Flavell. Flavell was definitely hurt. He was in front of us, and there was something very strange that had happened. But anyway, the count wasn't given, but Lowery, for me, is still the winner.
Yes, indeed. And, well, we're about to get the official decision from our three judges. And our MC, Buddy Johnson, is about to read it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, start goes to distance, and we go to the decision. Your winner by all three judges by unanimous decision, set to face Kieran Harris in the second semi-final, Aaron Lowery.
There you go, Aaron Lowery declared the winner, and next up, Kieran Harris. What a fight that will be.